You say you're gonna tip from the beginning.
Oh, I'm off to a
I might give
cold.
it
I'm
to
off
you.
to a cold
right,
start.
I'm next. Don't be obnoxious.
Yes.
Why'd you look at me when you said that, dog? That's
I
fucked
screened the
up.
room.
That's fucked
Screened
up.
the
I
room.
only got the reaction from you, which means
What's he
you
trying
do
to
that.
say?
I know what he was trying to say. Oh, fuck it. That's a good
alright.
one.
Obnoxious. That's a good one. Don't talk too goddamn much.
Oh God, you guys are taking all the fucking good ones.
It's very simple.
So we got 2. We're on the second one. We got only
Yeah,
one more. after this.
okay. Things to not do in an fart. Farting in an
Yeah.
ride, nah.
What if like a little accident?
No, you would fart in every car.
So
Definitely.
just open the window if you are gonna
Hey, if
fart.
there's 3 people
I've been
like,
in a
come
car. I've
on,
been in
bro.
an Uber when you farted. It was disgusting.
Hey,
He tries to pass it off to
let me tell you
somebody.
something.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
why you
Listen,
did that?
Listen, let me tell you something. If there's more than 2 people in an Uber, I'm gonna play it off like it wasn't me. I'll play it off like it wasn't me. If it's just me, I'm
What's
caught.
that smell?
I'm caught. I'm like, well, I'll start going like this. You smell that?
I'm gonna tag when I post this on Twitter. I'm gonna tag Uber in it and see, and Lyft and see what they say.
You ready for my last one?
Yeah.
Because you guys might look at me like I'm crazy, but don't eat in the fucking car.
Ooh, that's a big
Oh,
one.
damn.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have
that's
put
a
that.
big one.
I
It
wouldn't
might
have put
seem
that.
Not
simple, but
eat in
I don't
the
want to hear
car.
you chew. If I'm the person taking, I don't want to hear
Can you drink in the
chew
car?
In my car. I'm not a...
Water.
Okay. I'm
No
not a
soda?
I'm not a
No
transporter.
soda. No coffee. No none of that.
What do you mean no coffee?
Because you might spill it.
Exactly.
Keep the lid on it.
Yeah, what
Or
what
at least have
coffee
the
comes without a
courtesy to
lid?
ask if you can drink in the car.
But what if
just-
what if I got a full dark roast with a lid and I go, hey, can I drink?
What if I hit a bump and it goes all over the place?
Don't hit a
You're gonna-
bump.
You're gonna pay the detailing fee?
What?
$89?
Is that what it costs?
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty good.
Listen, I'm not even, I'll just say this last thing. I'm not even a transporter. As a friend, you're not coming in my car with any food. You might, coffee, whatever, that's fine. I got cup holders, you can sit in the
'cause
front.
you
You're
can't
not
eat-
bringing any food. It's my personal space. I don't want your smell in it.
Yeah, because you have to take a shower
I
before you
agree.
get in the
You
car.
gotta go like this. You gotta dust your feet off before you get in. While you're riding in the trunk. I'll meet you there. I'd rather. First thing I'll ask if you ever want to ride. Do you have a car? All right, I'll text you the address. I'll meet you there. I'll text you the address. I don't like people in my car.
You have good ones.
So this is the last one?
Yeah.
All right, last one. And this one's very, very, very important. Very important.
All right, we're ready for it.
Don't ask me if this is all I do.
Yes. Okay. I like that.
What's it to you? You don't pay my bills.
Well,
Well, technically.
You
But still.
do you ever give like a sarcastic? Do you ever give like a sarcastic response? Like, yeah, I also walk my dog and I jerk off from time to time, and
No.
you know.
No, I try to be respectful.
What are we? In what
I try
context?
to be respectful.
What are we talking about?
I answer proudly. I say yes.
Is this
I
all
do
I
this.
do for work?
I do this.
Is this all I do at all?
I don't know.
Yes,
Check. I don't know. Check me
absolutely.
out.
I
Check
do
me
this
out on
full time.
OnlyFans. I jerk off in the seat you're sitting in.
Yeah, no.
That's good, Dougie. You got the
All
last
right,
one.
last one. Last one.
Wrapping it up.
All right. So what? We have so many on the board right now.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I would say. Well, this could go 50-50. Don't have sex in the back of the Uber.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely not.
Or do?
But I don't know. I don't think that you got to
no.
switch up the question.
No
No
fluids,
one's
none of
doing
that,
it. No
no.
one's coming in and having sex. That's
Bro,
not-
people are messing around the back.
No.
Okay, so don't mess
No
around in the
messing
back.
around in the bag.
Yeah, see, that's a good one.
No.
Well,
Don't
no,
do
it's a
that.
bad one, but it's a good one for what not to do.
Exactly.
Okay, good.
Exactly.
I just had that expectation that nobody would actually go
Yeah.
that length.
Oh, yeah,
It's
they
only
would.
happened a
I've
couple
done it.
times. It's only happened a couple times.
You're a hypocrite. We've nailed that. If we know anything about Dougie by this point in the show, he's a hypocrite.
Well, yeah.
But hey, maybe he's
I'm
learning
changing.
from it. Maybe
I'm
he's changing.
I'm adapting.
Evolution.
I'm learning.
Evolution.
Well, I mean, shit. I think that went wicked well. I love the big three, and I think we keep doing it.
Richard,
I'm down.
you'll be a frequent guest.
I'm down.
You'll be
Fuck
a
yeah.
frequent guest. We'll keep different topics.
I'm down.
We'll pick different topics to discuss as we ramp this thing up, or whatever the word is, get it going forward.
Oh, I guess we didn't ask Richie.
We'll do our best to bring different guests on. Sometimes it'll just be Dougie and I. A lot of times it'll be the three of us.
Sounds like a plan.
You got any questions for us before we wrap it up?
Okay, what's you guys' worst caddy experience?
Worst?
Yeah, worst member experience.
I gotta think. You have yours off the top of your dome.
The worst experience. Man, there's been so many of them. Well, I could talk about my actions where I just walked off the golf course and left because of how bad it was. I think some of the examples, since we're keeping it on the tip side, I had an example. I was much younger, was in my early 20s, where I had these ladies I caddied for, and the entire round they were hyping me up about how good of a job I was doing.
Yeah.
Oh, when you graduate school, we wish you the best. And they told me multiple times that they were one of the greatest caddy experiences that I've ever had. And when we got off the loop, these ladies had given me a tip, which I happened to look at on the side and realize that it doesn't even cover the tip minimum for one person, and it was 4 of them.
Ooh.
And so I politely went to them, and I said, "Miss, is this?" They started to walk away, so I said, "Miss, is this for everybody?" And she goes, "Yes." And I politely stated that, I hate to be that guy. I always say that. I hate to be that guy, but the recommended minimum per player is X amount. What you gave me doesn't even cover one person. Is there something that went wrong that I missed? What happened here? This lady literally turned around, and I think she said this because she was out of words.
Okay.
But she looked at me, and she literally told me that you didn't do a good enough job. You're the worst caddy experience we've had. So it was like, I promise you I wasn't smoking. I promise you I wasn't high.
What?
She hyped me up the entire round, and she tells me I'm the worst experience they've had.
It snapped like that?
It snapped like that. It threw me off completely. I mean, might not be the most exciting story, but this is the stuff that happens out there.
That's pretty good.
And there were some consequences. I had to speak to management afterwards.
Oh, God.
Because I didn't end it there. I went a little further when she told me that.
Oh, yeah, wait a minute. This part's
When she told me that, when she told me that she switched, I just shook my head like this, and I laughed it off. I was like, "Wait, you're joking, right? You guys have been telling me you had one of the greatest caddy experiences in your golfing career." And she started to walk away, and I said, "Miss, I just highly suggest that if you can't go afford somewhere to play, maybe you shouldn't go there at all." And I left it at that. And immediately after that, I got called in to speak to the director of golf, who asked me exactly what happened, and this is what played out in my favor. I ran down the whole thing exactly as it went. He did make a comment that you didn't have to go in with the extra, the last comment that you made, but he went inside the clubhouse where they were having lunch. He asked them what happened, and at least they had some humility to tell him exactly what I told them, which kind of covered my bases. It almost put on him like, okay, so you guys were telling him this, and then what happened? You didn't cover it, so I ended up getting him in and getting out of there. Not the most exciting story, but the stuff that shouldn't happen on the golf course.
Yeah.
I got many more stories.
That's a good one, though. That line. If you can't afford it, I'd find somewhere else to play.
Yeah.
That's really good.
I wouldn't say that at this age. I was young, and I didn't really care. I was going to school, and I knew I was going to be something else.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good. Mine is nowhere as near as crazy as that, but I had this couple from Daytona, like mid-40s, and this dude's like this rowdy, rah-rah redneck, and his wife's just like bimbo blonde with floppy tits and weird hair, and like he's like, "It's my birthday. I want to come on here and play Doral," and I'm like, "All right, man, let's go do it." So we get out there, and this dude is a fucking dick the entire round.
Oh.
And he can't play. Like, he's on the green every single time. Wife picks up every hole. He's on the green every time in, like, 12. Will not give it up. And every time I'm giving him a line, I'm like, yeah, it's it's like about a foot outside. Give it, like, 70% pace. And he goes, that ain't right. I'm like, the fuck you mean it ain't right?
Okay.
Do what you want. So. Yeah, it's it. And then it's all day. It's the entire front
nitpicking
nine.
at everything.
Just nitpicking. I'm
Oh,
fucking
man.
sitting there with this redneck going, man, I got better caddies up in Daytona. I'm like, whoa, fuck you.
Jeez.
Almost lost it there, but we get on hole 11, and it's probably a 8-foot putt with like a cup and a half left to right break, and it's pretty quick. And so I tell him where it is, and he hits it, and he fucking starts the thing on the wrong side of the fucking hole, and he goes, "That was way more than that." And I go, "Give me a putter." And he goes, "What?" And I go, "Just give me a putter." And so I grabbed his putter. I put the ball down right where it was. He looked at me. He goes, "Are you a lefty?" And I go, "No. Cup out left. Or a cup and a half out left." Boom. Drain the 8-footer. And he goes, "There's no way. I don't know about that."
Man, some people just want to argue against
How do you
everything.
not know? I literally showed you. And so we get done, and then I'm like, "All right, see you guys later." They just peeled the fuck off. No tip.
Oh, wow.
Just texted my manager, and I was like,
chalk that one up to the, to the world.
was-
That's,
That's the good old boy.
I was like, all right. It's like, oh, we got better caddies in Daytona. That's not even Southern anymore. We got better caddies.
That's like
I
one of
can't
those.
do it
That's
right
one of
now.
those days. At least as you see him riding off, I feel like a good thing to say would be to wave him down and be like, "Hey, you guys, let me know next time you come here. I'll ask for a volunteer bib." Apparently
That's
I
a
do
good
this
way
for
to
free.
put it, though. That's a good way to put it.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I haven't had many bad ones, but that guy was just the worst.
Listen, I said before, I've got plenty other stories, and there's been stories where somebody just. We talked about respect,
Yeah.
transporting. Somebody was so disrespectful to me that a few holes into it, I just walked off and I left, and they never saw me again. I had to deal with some consequences, but
Yeah.
I mean,
You know,
we
respect
talk
is-
about putting
I've
value on
n-
yourself.
I've
important
never
thing.
gotten to that
Yeah.
point out there.
It's important.
And I've gotten bladed with a 60-degree wedge before. Like, just, it was an accident, but, like, this lady was a dick.
I've had someone throw a ball at my head and like expect me to catch him. I wasn't looking. I was fixing a ball mark, and I get hit with a ball on the head. And I look at this guy, and he's not even looking.
I know you were
You
furious.
know what I'm talking about. For you golf fans out there, you can toss a ball to your caddy to clean it, but make sure he's looking at you.
When he first told the story, I thought he fucking whipped it, and it just turned around.
No, I was fixing a ball mark, and I get hit in the head, and I look, and I'm like, I didn't catch him because he wasn't looking, so I'm like, okay, maybe it's on me. But he pulled some disrespectful move, and I think like on the back 9, 3 holes left, I embarrassed him without intention. I embarrassed him in front of his friends because he looked at me for one of those 50-footer putts,
Yeah.
and he just at that point I'm fed up. And he looked at me. He didn't ask me for a read. All day this guy's been a dick. You know what he does? To ask me for a read, he goes like this. And I straight up looked at him. I was like, I don't know what that means. I know what it means, but you've been a dick all day, bro.
Yeah.
And I know some people can relate to that. So when we were walking off,
good.
it was a friend of his. It was a private country club. It was a friend of his who requested me.
Okay.
So I knew they've experienced this all day. So I literally, as the guy was walking off, put him in an awkward position where in front of his friends, I was like, "Can I ask you a question?" He goes, and I don't do this. I wouldn't do this at this age. I was younger. I was like, "Do you understand the difference between a slave and a caddy?" I said this. I was like, "Do you understand the difference between a slave and a caddy?" And he just froze. He just hit me with the, "What do you mean?" I said, "Look, man," I was like, and I said the so-and-so's name. I'm like, "I've been with this person. I've caddied for them. I'm happy to take care of guests. And I generally give the same service to everybody.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you got to show a level of respect." The guy ended up paying me well. He wanted to have a conversation with me. And I guess what I did wrong is I could have pulled him aside and told him that.
Yeah.
He was completely embarrassed because guy invited him. He came in as a guest. And for the guest to experience that, and even though I'm below you, knowing that I'm right,
Yeah.
was in an awkward spot for him.
Yeah.
But that was another one of those stories.
That's
Don't disrespect people,
funny.
man.
No,
I don't
it's
care
important.
if you're a janitor. I don't care if you're a CEO running a company.
Nobody's
Take care
better
of your
than
people.
anybody else.
Nobody's better than anyone else. Everyone puts their pants on the same way and takes a shit the same exact way.
Exactly.
I don't.
Yeah, well, you're a special kid. This is, I mean, we don't participate in
We
Special
know you
Olympics.
shit standing up.
We don't participate in Special Olympics. That's.
Glad on
I
that
didn't
thing.
mean to go the disrespect and the mental health route here, but
Well, it's just like the.
where do you draw the line?
I take the pants fully off. Use this thing as a tray so I can eat my snacks.
Oh.
All right. Anything else to wrap
good
us
on
up
that.
there,
Anything
Rich?
else for this awkward outro for today?
Anyway, Richie, Thanks for coming by, dog.
Of course,
Bro,
man.
thanks for your
I
time.
hope you enjoyed
Thanks
it.
for coming by. We
Time.
can't wait.